Dogs are the sweetest, goodest little babies. Some people, like Barbara Streisand, clone their dogs to keep them around. It runs like $50,000. For the rest of us who don't have that money, there may be new hope short of cloning. Our Jason Bellini spoke with the researchers trying to extend dogs' lives.
Joyce Cromit breeds a type of dog that typically lives fewer than 10 years. Cavalier King Charles Spaniels.
Billy's 12 and a half. He's the man of the hour, right?
This is Billy's day to become one of the first dozen pets to be injected with a gene therapy treatment intended to extend dog longevity.
I was thrilled to get him into the program.
The program, a pilot study, was looking for Cavaliers like Billy.
He's a walking teddy bear.
Ones with an advanced case of a degenerative heart condition called mitral valve disease. Most dogs of this breed eventually get it, and in most cases, it leads to death. That's what happened to one of the dogs Cromit loved most.
He only made it to 11. It was really heartbreaking. Come on, Bells.
She hopes Billy's visit this day to Tufts University's veterinary hospital
It's going to be about an hour. Okay.
will extend his life.
I've got fingers crossed that this works.
So does Noah Davidson. He invented the treatment and co-founded the San Diego-based company Rejuvenate Bio to develop and bring it to market. He thinks that if his gene therapy can reverse the disintegration of a heart valve in Cavaliers, he's got proof of concept that it can do more than that it could turn back the clock, generally, on age-related atrophy to the heart, liver, and other vital organs in dogs and potentially in humans.
It is a software update. If your DNA is your operating system and we're uploading a new app that is overexpressing one particular protein that has been shown to be beneficial across numerous different systems in your body.
I think many people who are watching this will think, this is too good to be true. An injection that lets you live potentially a longer, healthier life?
That is the hope. I mean, there is a lot of science behind what we're up to.
A lot of science in mice. A number of researchers have demonstrated that gene therapies can substantially extend the average lifespan of a mouse. Davidson says he decided to focus on longevity science while a postdoc at Harvard Medical School after getting a German Shepherd he named Bear.
Just instantly saw into those eyes and I was hooked. I was like, I need you around forever.
Davidson's mentor was George Church, the famed Harvard biologist who's making headlines with his plan to genetically resurrect the woolly mammoth.
I came up with the idea, along with George's help, to take the genes that we know make mice live longer and turn them into therapies that we can give to older animals.
Davidson's gene therapy in mice
affected so many different things, osteoarthritis, kidney, heart, diabetes, and so forth. It's all about reversal.
In Cavaliers, the early results are specific to mitral valve disease, showing a reversal.
How much confidence does that give you that would work on the range of other bodily organs?
When we started working on this in mice, we weren't even thinking about mitral valve disease. The fact it works lends support to our hypothesis. This is aimed at the general nature of aging rather than a specific organ, a specific mechanism.
All with one shot.
That's the goal.
You can say whatever you want. Show me the data. Go get it.
Matt Kaberlin is a professor of pathology at the University of Washington. He's skeptical that Rejuvenate Bio's treatment will generally improve the health span of dogs.
It's possible, but it's also quite possible that it's specific for that particular disease. And the vast majority of therapies that target an individual disease don't actually impact the biology of aging.
Kaberlin is himself trying to crack the longevity code. He, too, is leading a clinical trial with people's pets, all types of dogs, eventually 600 of them, half getting a medication, the other half a placebo.
The goal of that clinical trial is to determine whether or not the drug rapamycin can slow aging, increase lifespan, and improve health span in pet dogs.
Rapamycin is a drug primarily used to prevent organ transplant rejection. Kaberlin says it can increase the life of a mouse by 30%, though scientists aren't entirely sure why.
How soon do you think you'll know whether it's effective in What, extending the life of dogs?
So it's a 3-year study, and given the size of the study, we have the statistical power to detect a 9% change in lifespan if that's the effect of rapamycin.
Gabriel's study is part of the Dog Aging Project, which, with the help of pet owners, is tracking tens of thousands of dogs. The goal? Identifying how factors like genes, lifestyle, and environment affect the course of dogs' lives. Rejuvenate Bio is on a faster track. The company hasn't publicly released data on its clinical trials on Cavaliers, but its CEO, Daniel Oliver, is offering hints.
I will say we've had dogs on it for over a year.
Over a year, and still working as hoped.
Mm-hmm. We're getting very close to getting this treatment out to the market in animal health and into patients and humans.
How close?
We're talking 2023.
In animals in 2023.
And in human clinical trials.
Human clinical trials.
Correct.
What humans?
So we have a number of indications there. The specific indication we're not yet disclosing.
Church says for human trials, they need to choose one disease to focus on in order to get the FDA's green light.
It could be heart, kidney, diabetes, it could be anything. All you need to do is get one in there, and then it can be either used off-label or, better yet, used for clinical trials on each of the other diseases. If you get treated for one disease, you might get protected against many others.
Might. Back to the dogs. Rejuvenate Bio says 14 have received its therapy, and there have been no major side effects. Cromit told Newsy in early September, after a follow-up visit for Billy, that his heart valve deterioration was reversing. But then, days later, Billy became sick, and on his 13th birthday, he passed away. Cromit and Rejuvenate say Billy's death appears to be unrelated to the gene treatment. Another dog in the trial died of heart failure. A reminder that this remains experimental.
Do you think there's a better chance of allowing dogs to live longer or woolly mammoths to live again?
I don't think it's an either or.
Or neither. But it is a moment of once unimaginable possibility for creatures big and small.
Chance, I want to note that it's a matter of public record that U.S. Special Forces has invested several $1 million into this treatment. I reached out to them to try to find out, what are their hopes and plans as far as this treatment goes. They have dogs who are serving our country, but I didn't get a response. Chance?
I think a lot of us are maybe stingy with our tax dollars, but I see that and I'm thinking, tax me more. I'll give you all my money. Go and help these little babies. By the way, I mean, how cute. And Billy, I'm sure, got a lot of hugs before he went. Right? Okay. Jason Bellini, out west tonight. That is a great story. Well loved, as every dog should be. Still to come.